Hello and welcome to the 66th part of the series on self exploration, joining the dots, contemplating, comprehending, and bringing it to you all raw. All that sounds great is the grace of all those who have blessed me, and all that sounds not so great is my limitation. Tao is flowing, flow with life, flow with events. Thinking over it, many streams confluence and develop a gross connected understanding. Trying to put it up as a short series of 3 episodes. In this part, we discuss the process of getting through it, beyond it. There are two parts in the occult journey of a being, that of satiety and that of deprivation. Through it, beyond it, is in support of satiety. Deprivation may apparently look faster to achieve. Deprive ourselves, like we call Samadama Danda Bhed. Samadama talks of depriving oneself, not giving oneself the pleasures of life, and then slowly curtailing our own self from those pleasures. Sort of a compulsion, sort of a compulsion of not taking the pleasures of life. Like monks, like sannyasis, they deprive themselves from the pleasures of life. It may apparently look faster and externally achieved. But if the suppressed instincts explode at the wrong time, in wrong places in life, the whole effort may get boomeranged on the person. Satiety also has its hazards. Satiety is called as Pushti Marga. Pushti Marga is experiencing all the joys, taking them all, and then going through it. Eating a full meal, feeling satiated, and then losing the want for food. And not fasting. And not fasting and not giving food to oneself. Satiety also has its hazards. Like someone say that if a man is never satiated, it is never enough. The more you give, the more he wants. Possible. Then will he never transcend? Of course, this is a valid argument, but somewhere I believe that an honest being will definitely get satiated at some point. At some point. After sleeping for 6 hours, okay, 7 hours, okay, after 8 hours, somewhere his sleep will be completely done and he will become fresh. After eating one portions, two portions, three portions, somewhere his hunger will get satiated. After buying luxuries more and more and more, if one is honest, somewhere he'll have the feeling of enough now, I have enough now. So I believe that if a being is honest, he will definitely be satiated at some level which may be different from person to person. But once he has reached his satiety, then from there his feeling of not wanting more is more out of satisfaction and not out of deprivation. So to believe the honesty in every being, because honesty is the first step to transcendence. The person has to be extremely honest, not only to the outer world but to himself also. A child cries and cries for a toy, hitting him and not giving him the toy. depriving him of the toy. For the time being, he may sit quiet because he is helpless, but that suppression may come out as a volcano in some time of his life and in a very disruptive way. Instead, if he is given the toy, he will play with it for 1 hour, for 2 hours, for a day or two, for a month or two, for 6 months. And then, when his heart is full, he will either throw it or very happily give it to somebody. Wise parents let most of the children play or satisfy the moderate requirements or the moderate demands of a child, unless they are not exorbitantly high for their pocket or for their expectations from the child. The child plays it for a while. He makes his own impressions of that toy, and then he goes beyond it by himself, with it or without it. Let the toy lie in his cupboard, then he may not even look at it. Or if someone takes it also, he is just fine with it. Satiety definitely takes us beyond something. Young girls play dollhouse. As they grow up, they laugh at younger girls who play dollhouse, or at the most give them some tips. But if they are asked to come down to play, they'll say, no, no, we are not going to come and play in these childish games. On a very personal note, as a young girl, I was busy. I had completed my education, I was working, and I was into deep spiritual practices. I felt my life was complete and there was no place for a life partner in the whole routine of mine, and I never had an urge also at that point of my life to get married and to be double and to disrupt my existing flow and stability of life. The mentor of our family, our guru, the very first friend of mine, we were very open to him because we knew that even if we don't tell him, he is very well aware and he can very well look into our consciences. I just expressed to him once, Mama, is it essential to get married? I'm earning enough, I'm doing nice sadhana, I'm deeply into it, and I'm very happy, I'm independent. He smiled and he explained it to me very beautifully. He said, insist on nothing, neither on getting married nor on not getting married. Flow with the waters. Your parents feel it is their responsibility to get you married. Let them keep attempting. If you really sincerely like someone, go ahead. If it doesn't work out, let it be fine. Resistance takes us away from experiencing the flow of the current. And experiencing the flow of the current is a big pleasure. Our sadhana, our meditation, our spiritual practices have nothing to do with our material flow of life. Let that flow on one side. If you resist or insist on not getting married, and then at the wrong age, if you are caught up in wrong urges or if you are caught up with loneliness, you may not still be able to focus on your sadhana. Instead, if you get married externally, you will be in lot of your routines, busy, course, attending with your family members, and then whatever little time you will be able to find for your meditation or for your sadhana, it will be of utmost intensity. You will crave for those 5 minutes, 10 minutes for the whole day, and that whole day will be counted as your sadhana because you are doing your entire daily routine so as to spare that half an hour for yourself. The intensity and the alienation, the alignment with the force, with the power is what is more important. Instead, if you prefer to stay alone, then you will develop a mindset that now I have a lot of time. And you may start taking it easy. The intensity is all gone. So think, what is better? What is better? Let things happen in a flow. Let things happen in a flow. Wait and watch. Be anxious for nothing. Insist on nothing. This was my most valuable Tilopa advice given to me by my own guru. Neither repented on why I got married. Eventually, I got married to a very handsome young guy. We had wonderful years. We had a separation in between, and we are back together now. So, neither of the phase really affected my inner being and my inner flow. I went through it and I am beyond it now. Pushti Marga. Going through it, beyond it, not depriving oneself of any experiences, not holding back, not killing our instincts but satiating them. Go and take a look, go and take a look, and then it is all worthless. Once that feeling that it is all worthless get carved on your conscience, next time you will not develop the instinct. So that is the best way to be. The other way around, in a natural flow, had I not got married at all, I would have still been through it and beyond it. That is the best way to be, to just be. I completely believe in it. The Tao of my life. Some more thoughts in the same stream to follow in the next 2 episodes. Thank you for being with me. Stay tuned. Bye.